What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and welcome to my Lucifer Season 2 premiere spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. And let me tell you something right now. Over the next 3 months, I will be reviewing over 43 TV shows. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to check out the channel. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, unboxings, giveaways, trailer reactions, gameplay live streams, a bunch more. A lot of content on the channel, guys. We just hit 400 subs. Let's reach 500 by the end of the year. Let's get on to it. So starting off the Season 2 premiere, we have Lucifer in therapy, and he's talking about the Big Bang. And I love the way that he makes it so detailed, of course, like, oh, of course, Daddy and Mommy, and they came together, and they created and spawned this galaxy, and Daddy went off to the garage, and he created a little thing called humanity, and this whole stuff with his mom getting cold, and not being touched, and being left alone, and I drifted apart, and he cast me to hell, and just the way that the Big Bang was described was very perfectly detailed. Now after that, his mom is in town. She has escaped hell because she was sent to hell thousands of years ago. She's finally escaped, and she is in Los Angeles. Now Lucifer visits Amy, and Amy's this innocent girl that's on teen magazines and everything, and she's doing drugs, and well, she's not so innocent. She tries to get on him, and she's like, I'm not what they say I am. I'm not that innocent. And Chloe ends up coming in. They question her because there was a crime scene where this girl, this stand-in for her, or this actress that's a stand-in, was killed and has a bunch of metal stuff coming out like horns, as if the devil would. So it's a big crime scene at the studio lot, and they're going around, Chloe and Lucifer are going around and questioning people. So, well, Amy didn't do it, but she's not so innocent either. So he thought that Amy was his mom, like inside the body possessing Amy, but it wasn't. It's just Amy being weird. So after that, they're talking, Chloe's talking about a blood test and everything. Like, well, I don't believe, like, she's still, after a whole season, she still doesn't believe that Lucy is who he says he is. Now, they see the devil emoji on the bag of the drugs, and he's like, I'm going to call the copyright people today. And it's so funny, man. That's what I forgot about this show, is how funny the actor who plays Lucifer can be. I mean, he has a great taste of humor, and that's the one reason why I love this show a lot, is just his comedic humor and his punchlines that he does. It's so very well done. Now his mom may be a drug dealer. Now they're going to another person that may be his mom. And Metadil is losing his mojo. He's losing his powers. He's losing his sense of freezing stuff in time. Now he is looking for a dealer, of course, and they're at this meeting, this AA meeting. And, well, Lucy ends up going to the front, and he talks, and, what is your lowest point? Oh, geographically, hell is the lowest you can go, and he's talking about that, and they don't know what's going on. He's like, well, my lowest, when my mom abandoned me, and, like, it just got so serious within a few seconds, from funny to serious, and that's where it kind of gets really emotional, and your eyes start to tear up. So, you're tearing up for the devil, man. That is, for a show, that's very hard for an actor to do, man, where he goes from being funny and sadistic to a serious matter, and somehow you feel for him. I don't know how that goes, but you just feel for him. They end up finding the drug dealer and everything. He's not the right drug dealer, but he wouldn't be the killer for the person. So they're at this club. May shows up. Maze was like, it's a big part in season 1. She ends up showing up. She tortures this guy. They get information out of him. The garden woman, which her name is Belliard, Miss Belliard, she ended up being the killer and everything. She's a drug dealer as well, like an old woman. You wouldn't suspect an old woman to be a drug dealer, but she is. She's a killer. Lucy goes in. She ends up getting choked out by her. He's getting beat up by her, and Chloe saves the day, ends up tasing her and everything. She's arrested, and at the end we see Lucifer singing at his piano with a beautiful voice and everything. I was like, oh my god, what's his name, Tom Ellis? I was like, damn, if that's really his voice, if that's really him singing, top-notch freaking, I didn't even know it was him singing until they showed him. I was like, oh my god, no, not now. And at the end, his mom stumbles in. We finally see his mom for the first time. Mom? And she looks nothing like who we thought she would, man. She has a good looking mom and everything, a good MILF and all that. But she's at the end, and she says, help me. So she is in, she looks like she's either stabbed or something. She looks like she's in distress. So now on to the pros and cons. Now, starting off the pros, like I said earlier, the whole description of the Big Bang was genius. And again, if that was Tom Ellis really singing at the end of the episode, he has a great voice. Now, there are a lot of jokes that I laughed at in this premiere, too many to mention. But for sure, I was laughing the most when Lucifer and that forensic girl was talking at the crime scene near the trash can, and she was like, I think the devil gets a bad rep. I really hope that that forensic girl is a series regular. And of course, a great add-on when Lucy's getting choked out by the old woman at the end. Chloe tases her. He ends up grabbing the taser from Chloe and stuns her a little bit more, longer than usual. She could have had a heart attack, but hey, now she lives enough to get arrested. And again, like I said earlier, this show can go from funny jokes to a serious matter real quick. The whole AA meeting is one of my favorite scenes out of this whole premiere, and I was getting a little teary-eyed. I didn't drop any tears. I was hoping that I would, but I didn't. I got a little, watery and everything, and the whole, oh, well, my mother left me, and his whole pain with his mother on how his mother left him, and then he left his mother in hell and everything. It's a serious matter, man. I thought that was a really well played out scene by Tom Ellis. Okay, technically this con is nitpicking, but Chloe's a cop, and she's like, oh, we don't care about the drugs. Like, the girl that's probably under 18, Amy, the teenage star that's on every magazine, she has drugs. And literally, Chloe's just like, yeah, we don't care about the drugs, don't we? Like I know that they're looking for a killer and everything, but technically, I mean, she's underage, she's a star, she could die from these drugs, and yet you don't even take the drugs away from her. And this may disappoint some people, but I'm not a big fan of the character of Maze. Her return was very cheesy, how she ends up stopping the guy who was going to knife Lucifer and everything. She ends up throwing him down the stairway. I just thought it was kind of a bit cheesy, and her character as well she reminds me a lot of Tabitha from Gotham. She really does. Overall, I thought it was a really good premiere. And I am very intrigued on where this season is going to go now that Lucifer's mom is in town. So I'm going to give the Lucifer Season 2 premiere a solid B. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. You comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Make sure to share this review with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more awesome Lucifer reviews as well. Many other TV shows, man. Literally, I think I'm reviewing over 20 shows a week, and then by the end of next month, there'll be 40 shows in total. A lot of stuff going on. Check out the channel. A lot of content other than TV show reviews, movie reviews, gameplay, unboxing, just a bunch more, man. So much to do. The road to 500 has begun. Join the Big D Nation. Let's make it happen. Till next time, bye-bye.